James Cook. He's coming off a track meet kind of week. Just a bunch of yards and frequent trips to the end zone. It's the Bills and the Bucs on Thursday night.
Well, there is a brand new stadium starting to take shape just across the way, but for now, the action is here at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo, New York. And tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And it's the defense that's really the star of the show. A terrific game last week. They got a shutout on the road. And that's something that doesn't happen very often nowadays.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rashad White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. They stay on the ground with White. Sheds off the tackle. Look at this.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
I can't believe they got that, bro. He broke.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Wow.
Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Second and 7 from the 20. Cook up the gut. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Gardner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
Well, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in. Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
Oh, yeah.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Flush to his right. Pass taken in. Tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
No risk, no reward on that one, huh, guys? Had to go for it. Had to go for it.
Up the middle, it's Cook.
All right. Nice run.
He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 47 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. And they've got a new set of downs here. They run again on first down. Cook, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
2nd down and 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The veteran who spent last season in Denver, it's Latavius Murray. And out of bounds, all the way down at the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They're clearing space. All right, guys. I got to give it to them. That one play, man, that broke for like 75 yards. I got to watch it with that. They're up 7-0. We're going to go with a fullback dive. See if we can muscle it in there. If not, we're going to go with the...
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
After playing like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Cook.
Oh.
He is going nowhere in a hurry is he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
6 yards puts them right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen escaping the
Yeah!
Bills touchdown. Quentin Morris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
You know we going for it.
They'll try and run it here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him sack number 14.
Ooh, Gregory Rousseau. He's gonna be making history by the end of the year. He's already got 14 sacks. Oh, no way. No way.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Did he even?
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. Fighting his way through contact. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. James Cook running back out now. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
A 4-yard loss brings up 2nd and 14 at the 30-yard line.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure that
absolutely.
he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Allen's throw is complete. Fights him off. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30.
Beautiful.
Before he's out of
I like that play.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Rolling to his right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a third down and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on fourth down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 11-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks and totals ending with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, that
should have been a fumble. That should have been a fumble, right? Come on now.
The blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football.
Gotcha. Who that is? Gregory Rousseau.
That time for his second sack of the evening.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. They need 18 yards here on third down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run.
Oh.
And now what do you want to do with your timeouts?
What timeouts? It's over with.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bills to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go right side. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Allen. Flushed out right. Gets this one to Morris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. Allen now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
To the air. Allen escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
He's got it in. Complete. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Here's Allen to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Could they hold on to it?
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Allen, flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, no surprise to anyone who watches the NFL there. Remember, Josh Allen, 7 touchdowns on the ground last year, added 1 more in the playoffs. In fact, the active leader in touchdowns by a quarterback with 39 coming into 2023. The big horse rides again.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football on the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now left side.
Damn, I messed that up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And here come the Bills. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, and Cook has it left side. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
For a running back, that kind of encompasses everything right there. Terrific run, but he almost gets it to the end zone. Remember, almost. Didn't quite get there. Most running backs I know, they don't want to come out of the game now. They're screaming to the bench, call it again, I want to get into the end zone.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And that one makes this a 19-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now in Buffalo. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got more complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 40 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Mayfield. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At their 48-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills.
Got that. You got that.
They give him 13 yards.
What was that the entire game, though?
So 1st and 10 now.
Ain't doing much of nothing else.
At the 39-yard line. Mayfield to throw it.
Oh. Oh, he caught it.
And they're going to speed things up here. Mayfield with it once more. There's a short one taken in by Otten. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Mayfield.
Gotcha.
He's going to be taken down.
Got him.
The 35-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Oh.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete.
They're going to go for it. They have no choice.
They've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
11-play drive.
The defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Flush to his right. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 1st down, Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing.
And this is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, he scored on the ground and through the air, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's caught. Tompkins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Come on. Get the stop.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A first down throw for Mayfield.
Thank you.
For Godwin, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shot out.
He's got room at the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. Boy, another big play late here for offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here, eluding the pressure right.
Should have dove for it, man.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
But, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Buffalo, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile,
get an upgrade. Let's see if I can max out the speed on Josh Allen. 36, yeah. Nice. So, my quarterback's going to be a lot faster. Cincinnati. Really? 2-5? Gotta be careful with them trap games. Gotta be very careful with them trap games. If you have a losing streak, and then they'll pass it on to you.
It's week 9 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see James Cook, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Bills and the Bengals on Sunday night.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, it's a rematch of last year's hard-fought AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback Josh Allen.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They start the drive with Cook, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 18 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
Here's Cook again. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Bills at 7-1 now on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Left side, Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
If I would have threw it just a little bit sooner, man. Oh, that was a perfect screen. Oh, he was going to break. He was going to break. He was going to break. He was going to break for some yardage. I took too long to throw it.
3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Now a 3rd-down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That one looked off right from the beginning because I think he hurt himself a little bit and ended up making the throw short of the back on the screen attempt. It falls incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Allen, sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. And that was just a good job there of being mobile and creating something.
Being able to extend a play and get people open or buy yourself more time to run with the football, that's a really nice job there.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Cook is not going to go a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4 down, Terry?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Quentin Morris. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they're brought out by the former Washington Husky, undrafted back in 2019, Jake Browning.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The numbers for Mixon last week: 16 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
10 touchdowns on the season for him, and I don't know whether these goals are written down. I don't know whether they're discussed amongst the team, but I do know this. Every guy who touches the ball as a ball carrier thinks 10 touchdowns is a nice round goal to try and reach in a season.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may get
taking it right down Broadway. Now inside the 25, Jamar Chase. For Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are back within a couple of the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
I ain't gonna lie. I was expecting run too.
Offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had to feel they would come back and try it on 4th down.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, Deontay Hardy. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
A tight one, 8-7 score after 1 on EA Sports.
Good boy.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Allen now looks to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Oh, they got me.
Cannot get away, and down he goes. Sam Hubbard. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Not a bad year by Hubbard. 6.5 sacks for the Bengals, and he made the longest fumble return in playoff history in a win against division rival Baltimore.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
Got him.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
This is all about testing a defense at different levels. Both the tight end and the receiver outside are going to run matching dig routes at varying depths down the field. This gives your quarterback options. He decides to go with his tight end on the shorter route, and he made the right call.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The first down screen pass, good for 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
Oh, boy, too fast for him.
He'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards that time.
He flexed it on.
And the result is a first down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Allen. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the lead grows to 4. It's 11-7.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. Right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that time.
Damn, I missed that sack, man.
Good stuff.
I couldn't stop.
Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
To throw, Browning.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Browning.
Gotcha.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
He had 3 of those sacks last
Oh,
week.
look at Greg.
Being the AFC Defensive Player of the Week 1 right there. How do you block him now?
That's the question you think that they'd be able to answer. After having 3 the week before, you would make all the necessary adjustments in practice, but he's such an imposing force, he knows how to get to the quarterback anyway.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
But James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now.
You start prorating these rushing numbers and looking ahead. He could be on pace for a 2,000-yard season. I don't want to jinx him, but what a year to this point.
But you just did.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, he can overcome that.
I'm not apologizing to you.
No.
Okay.
I like your attitude. But you're right. What's got to happen for it to actually occur? Offensive line has continued blocking the way they've been blocking. He has to stay healthy. But also, it's not just the idea that he's going to run the football, but you got to run it against numbers that dictate you throwing the football. Sometimes when you have 6 to block and you only have 5 guys, you got to block them anyway, and he has to make someone miss as well the rest of the year.
2nd and 10. Now Allen rolling to his right. And he goes out right around the 39. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen, eluding the pressure right. Gets this one to Morris. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out right. He finds his man. Complete. It's Morris. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
2nd down and a yard.
Now Allen. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 7th play in the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. He knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
The pass is good. Well, an uncommon way to get there, but nevertheless, that makes our score 14-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right and trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up in the Still City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Kenny Pickett leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. The Chiefs made it through the first half of the year unbeaten, but they suffered their first loss of the year. They fall to 8-1. Finally, on Monday Night Football, a good-looking matchup.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7. Our scores will get back on EA Sports. No run back here.
Hey, he digging his head right.
Start at the 25-yard
That was too good.
line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them
Stay down.
in this
Don't
game.
get up.
Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's Browning.
Oh, he caught that. Oh, you son of a.
So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
Nope.
And that one goes in.
Nope.
On the drop. That's what he
Y'all gonna go for it?
catches. 4th down.
4th down and inches. No, they not. They're gonna return right.
This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league. And every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Oh.
A very good return that time. 18 yards.
Damn, if I could have broke that.
Over 1st and 10. So here are the Bills to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
No.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he is going to have the Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They run it again with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
That was Terrell Bernard navigating his way to the backfield and dropping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Browning. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Browning. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Gregory Rousseau
in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level, and when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
James Cook running back out now.
So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To the air. Allen escaping the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
Completes to Shakir once again.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Allen.
That goes out wide to Murray.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do...
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Gabriel Davis
from 6 yards away.
And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st and 10, Browning. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun. Browning. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Browning. Pressure comes and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Browning, and his throw is incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
But James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds Jones inside the 25-yard line. 158 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll set up the screen here to mix it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now McCarron, he's got to have this one.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Here's 2nd and 7.
So Allen's going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up,
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Gregory Rousseau
in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Bills, they're setting themselves up as a...
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see James Cook. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Bills and the Broncos on Monday night.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Hello, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
And sometimes when you're in the middle of a losing streak, being on the road is exactly what you want. You can only depend on each other. Let's see if they can use that as fuel in this ball game.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week.
Oh, man.
NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played with dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up.
Damn.
Oh, no, we got to put in Davis.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. It's McLaughlin. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
If you look at this Bronco defense,
they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. The Bills at 8-1 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bills put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So for this defense, a tall order then trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents, because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a 7th and 8th. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me,
that's what I about that. What the guys thinking to me. Hope you guys are having an awesome day.
Make him try and throw over them and make his against him.
Oh, it's not gonna broke that last one.
On the return gets about 15 yards, and that will come the offense as they take over. James Cook running back out now.
Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Well, now off to the races, down the right side.
I should just kept going straight.
Inside the 10-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the
He rode that sideline.
Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
Flush to his right. And he'll take
zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And Sutton will have the Broncos first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
Now Wilson on first down. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. He's got room at the 30.
Oh, they messed up the shutout.
Taken down at the 2-yard line.
They messed up the shutout. They might score a touchdown right here. They might score a touchdown right here.
This one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot.
Oh, he dove. He dove for it.
Jaleel McLaughlin with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So here are the Bills to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but a guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Allen, escaping the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Eluding the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Allen gonna throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. That's to Cook out of the backfield. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And again, it's Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
That's what they're about to watch now. Thumbs up. Take it to me.
They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge.
We were unsuccessful our first couple times, and fortunately for us, we were. Able to convert on that two-point conversion right there.
To the 25 as he will not attempt a return. And Denver getting
nice
set to take the field.
Solid, comfortable
Charles,
lead.
we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far.
That was quick. That was a quick 3-and-out.
But they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
When they needed to play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here.
Patrick Surtain the second.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him.
His dad used to play for my favorite team, Miami Dolphins.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing to start the drive. Allen eluding the pressure right. Finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Dancing to his left. Little pitch and catch to the tight end Knox. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. To throw, it's Allen. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The give is to McLaughlin.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Inside the 10.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. It's going the other way. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
And whatever everything is just going to fumble recovery. Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Cook up the gut. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And coming out now, the Broncos.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On second down, here's Wilson.
Quickly into the hands of Mims.
7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
This will be caught. Judy.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Now his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Following the fumble recovery, Allen.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Allen now on first down. Flushed out right.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Shakes it. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. That'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. Pushing his way through. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. To the air, Allen. Oh, he stays up, sliding out of the pocket. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 24 yards attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now Wilson. That caught by Manhurts. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost you. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, I wish the staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They go play action now. Wilson. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Wilson now off the bootleg. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Off the bootleg.
They're going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
At the 4-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's paid.
I thought he had that one. I ain't gonna lie.
It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And it's caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And now it's blocked. And now the Bills have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line,
A rare block PAT. Ain't that something? It's one thing if you block a field goal, but a PAT?
There's been a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
So Allen's going to look to throw, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
I'm messing up my snap.
Exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in
the wrong pair of
hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get...
And they take him down. The Bills
You messing up my snap.
And Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping the supposed...
And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Looking to throw. Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We're going to send a blitz. Or not. They're going to go for a deep pass. Yeah.
So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Get out of here.
They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Buying time to his left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it in.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Bass on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Now Wilson on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Allen eluding the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL.
Alright, guys, drop a thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that shit, find that notification. Stay tuned. We'll be back with some more action.